The tip-off for the Knicks and Hornets is just a few minutes away. Bogues was perhaps the biggest hero in Charlotte's double overtime win on Friday night. We pick it up here in the first overtime. Game tied at 102. Clock winding down, and Bogues strips John Starks, and that forces a second overtime. In that second OT, Muggsy hustles his way to another defensive gem, a lightning dash up court to surprise Anthony Mason and thwart what could have been an uncontested layup. Now to the final minute of double overtime, and Bogues knocks down the 15-footer. The Hornets take the lead for good on a night when Bogues was everywhere and doing a little of everything. The NBA's shortest player coming up huge. 16 points, 6 of 10 shooting, 8 assists, 5 steals. You know, it's hard to watch Tyrone Muggsy Bogues play and not root for him. At 5'3", he's the shortest player in the history of the NBA, and yet obviously a very effective player. Peter Vesey has the story of this professional pest.
In this landscape of high-rises, he's a 5-story walk-up.
He just disrupts everything. No guys running around in between your legs. He just plays with so much heart and hustle.
At 5'3", it's easy to imagine Muggsy Bogues jockeying a Preakness winner. What's hard to imagine is this.
What a big shot by the little man in big-time basketball.
Despite glowing stats and assists and steals, some still question whether he belongs as a starter.
So many people said they couldn't win with you, and here you are today.
Yeah, well, you know, it's something that comes with territory. You know, I'm 5'3", and a lot of people out there are concerned about it, but, you know, what do you have to do to prove to everybody that you can play the game?
As a boy, Muggsy had more than his stature to overcome. He grew up in the East Baltimore projects, where he was untouched by the drugs and crime surrounding him.
Seeing some of the other young kids out there making a lot of money at an early age, and with the nice fancy sweatsuits, the fresh tennis shoes, and money in their pockets. I mean, it's tempting to go out there and try to get some of that and put some food on your table.
A life of crime overpowered Muggsy's father, Richard, and for almost a decade, he paid the price.
He got put in jail for armed robbery, and he did some things he probably not proud of, but, you know, he got caught, and he served time, and always you have to have an open heart to forgive, and I forgive him for any wrongdoings he did.
A lot can go wrong for a 12-year-old who misses his dad, but Muggsy's mother, Elaine, wouldn't let that happen. She returned to high school for her diploma. It became a symbol of hope for the entire family.
We could easily went out there and got involved in drugs, or, you know, or robbery or anything of that sort, but she gave us some type of hope that we can accomplish something in life.
By the time he reached college, Muggsy was dazzling crowds across the country. When he was drafted by the Washington Bullets, he made history, becoming the smallest man ever to play in the NBA. 1 year later, Muggsy was leading the charge in Charlotte as part of the expansion Hornets. Their fans have been on their feet ever since.
He puts so much pressure on the defense because he makes them think, because they don't know what he's going to do, because he's so fast.
I think anytime you have a guy like that pressuring the basketball, he's doing a hell of a job defensively, so he's a little pest all over the place, and we sure like to get rid of him.
Now, as long as you could take time off the clock on a half-court team like the Knicks is, I mean, it can help you out. We need all the edges we can in the series.
Ewing with the drop step and lost it. Stripped by Bogues.
When I got a block shot on Patrick when we played them during the regular season, I let the big fella know about that one.
What would you say?
I told him he was on my highlight film.
Muggsy Bogues, alive and well in the landscape of the high-rises.